Hey, what's going on, everybody? Doka the Diggest, aka Wagonford here, and welcome back to Doka the Uncut. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. As you can see over on the right, we have a matchup, and I have to build this matchup for a mock for my friend Subzero, who is in the playoffs of DGBA Swarm. So I have just been not wanting to really build anything Pokemon for the past week. So in order to motivate myself, I just decided to start recording, and maybe I can make a video helping you guys make good mocks fast, assuming I could even make a good mock fast, but I think that I can. So I haven't really looked at the matchup at all, but you guys can see it over there. I'm going to be using J Ricky's team, I think, with the Dragapult and Sneasler, and Sub's got his Demonic Terra Zarude, which has been kill leader for the past weeks and ended up the top kill leader of the division. Yeah, so let's get this started. So what are we seeing about the matchup? We're definitely going to be bringing Pult. I mean, there's no matchup where you don't bring Pult. So what is the most effective way that we can make Pult work here? We see that U-turn threatens Zarude, U-turn threatens Deoxys. We might want Sucker Punch for Deoxys. Physically, U-turn and Dragon Dart threatens the Roaring Moon, but we can only really threaten Golding on the special side. Okay, Lando takes good damage from any Dragon move or Ghost move. Conk, same thing, kinda. We might want to check for him later. Yeah, there's not really great checks from him for the Dragapult. So that could absolutely mean that he just runs a Fairy Zarude. We will see. But Fairy Zarude would make him weak to Speed Booster Crown and Sneasler. So maybe he'll do something else. What would the best Zarude be for him? He could just keep it simple with Terra Dark and try to bulk up on the Mandibuzz, maybe taunt the Mandibuzz. It would be still weak to Sneasler, but he has great answers to close combat in Goldengo and Lando. So I think Dark Zarude makes a lot of sense. It can threaten Diancie base with Power Whip, and nothing else can really stand up to it. So Dark Zarude would make sense. That would make my U-turn always helpful from Dragapult. So that's cool. So there's a way we could just bring mixed Pult. We'll see. Let's just put Dragapult on the paste because we know we're bringing it. Sneasler looks fucking annoying to make work. Not super annoying, because there is Double Dark, and Scarf could totally help control Sub, because it outspeeds Roaring Moon by 1. So if he DDs, I can just Scarf Revenge kill him. Trailblaze Zarude, Deoxys in general, having the Scarf U-turn for is good. The Goldengo I will never be able to break through just with Sneasler, but we can carry through a chop for it, of course. So Scarf Sneasler helps with those top 3. So if we do bring Sneasler, which I'm sure we will, probably going to be Scarf. Probably. I don't see SD really working. Sub can kind of make it so that there's not a single Pokemon that I could actually Swords Dance on. Because even Moon, I could bring Balloon and be immune to Earthquake, but he could be an Acro Moon. So, and then the Zarude can straight up just 1v1 me. If he's the right set, which I guess if he's Terra Dark, he isn't the right set. So maybe a Balloon SD Sneasler is not out of the question. He should probably carry Psychic on his Lando for that, so maybe I'll mention that to him when we're done with the mock. My best Roaring Moon checks are Lando and Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz probably would end up losing to a Booster Attack DD Stone Edge set, assuming he lands his Stone Edges, because Mandy's fucking ass. But I mean, I could Whirlwind him, I guess, to get rid of the Proto, but Mandy sucks, bro. I don't even know if I'm gonna bring Mandy just because it's so terrible, but like it is really good versus like defensive typing. In theory, it's really good versus the top 4 and Lando even. So Mandy's probably coming. But yeah, the Roaring Moon doesn't have a great time immediately breaking through. Like if he's a bandit set, I can go Mandy. If he's a DD set, then he can get neutralized by me going Lando and then clicking U-turn and then going Scarf Sneasler. And then the Roaring Moon really doesn't have a great time. I would just have to kind of guess, but if I see the Proto, then I can kind of just go Lando and be like, yeah, if you DD, then you're not getting any progress. And then if you don't DD and you just knock me off, I will live a second one, and then you'll have to switch out and you won't have your Proto anymore, which is still value for him because he's getting huge chip on the Lando. But like it's not insane because I can intim him. The Goldengo is a huge fucking problem for J. Ricky. There is a chance that I have to cater my entire Iron Crown Terra to either baiting the Goldengo and trying to kill it, or having it be like AV Terra Fire, just for example. I probably won't do that, but because there's a Landorus, but something like that might have to be done. Honestly, Terra Dark makes more sense. AV Terra Dark Crown makes a lot more sense in that regard. And then I can carry Focus Blast for like Dark Zarude. The only thing is, if I am AV and he is just a Fairy Trailblaze Sneasler, then I will be in a bit more trouble. Though I will have this Scarf on Sneasler, right? So I wouldn't actually instantly lose to that. So there is a route here I can take with Scarf Sneasler and AV Terra Dark Iron Crown. And it would be a little bit annoying for him to actually deal with everything. What I ended up doing versus J. Ricky was doing something similar with Keldeo, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, we can start with that maybe. We can go Iron Crown. Before I actually do this, let me just see, is there actually no other way I can deal with this Goldengo? Slowking obviously fucking dies. Mandibuzz will get set up on and do absolutely nothing to, especially if he's Colbur Berry, which he definitely can be for Throat Chop Sneasler. Lando, like, could do it, but if I'm using it for Goldengo, then I can't use it for Roaring Moon. And I might just end up getting overwhelmed. Like, I know I have Mandy as well, but Mandy will lose to Dragon Dance. I kind of... no, Mandy will... it'll like... Oh yeah, it'll lose to Dragon Dance Stone Edge, right? That's the one it'll lose to. Which is, like, a genuine threat. The thing is, there is maybe a universe where I am aware of Stone Edge as he DDs, and if I see DD, then I go hard Sneasler, hard Scarf Sneasler on the Stone Edge and deal with it. Risky, obviously, very fucking risky, but not out of the question. And in that scenario, I could maybe use an Assault Vest Landorus to deal with Goldengo, and then that would also double for helping with the Landorus. So this is maybe a thing I can consider doing. So, you know what? Just for the fuck of it, let's make 2 teams. Just for the fuck of it. Always Dragapult, right? This one will be a... Wow, I almost typed a Landorus in the item slot. Landorus... Let's say the Landorus is AV. It would be EQ, obviously. U-turn, obviously. It doesn't really get any move for the opposing Lando, but it can U-turn pivot out to something that can deal with it. Would that be the same counterplay on the other team? Maybe. I could bring a Slowking on either team, but I feel like I would be less incentivized to bring especially defensive Slowking on the team with Assault Vest Landorus, right? Maybe I would want a physically defensive Slowking to help deal with the Conkeldurr, but even then, it's not really dealing with a Facade Conkeldurr. Like, it would probably still just get 2-shot unless I'm like Citrus Berry, and then I'm getting 2-shot by a knockoff, and so like it's kind of a toss-up. Doesn't really work. So yeah. So yeah, like Assault Vest Lando, I probably still wouldn't want to bring a specially defensive Slowking and just rely on Lando to check both Goldengo and Lando once each, like let's say. But I don't really know what way I have of actually killing this Landorus. So Landorus becomes insanely problematic for this team unless I have an Iron Crown that can beat it, an Iron Crown Terra type. What does that even mean though? Like, what would I do for that? Would I just do flying? But that would lose to Goldengo, right? It's kind of the only thing that I would lose to, though, to be fair. Unless he does like a Terra Electric Zarude, which would absolutely fucking destroy me. Terra Bug Iron Crown would have the same situation, but it wouldn't instantly lose to Zarude, kind of. Or like an electric Zarude, kind of. I don't know if that's good though. It's like, it's honestly not bad. Like Terra Bug hits the top 3 pre-Zarude Terra super effectively and takes on the Lando and the Conch defensively. And obviously I can Psychic move the Conch. And I can kill the Quillfish, and Crown naturally destroys Rabombi. So the only thing it would actually lose to is the Goldengo. I still care a lot about losing to Goldengo because Lando is not forever. Would Terra Bug like make sense? Like, I do think that the Goldengo is going to be physically defensive for the Sneasler, but if I don't have actual coverage, I still won't beat the Goldengo. Like, I could try with Calm Mind, but I don't know, maybe. Calm Mind, Terra Bug, Booster Energy, Speed, Sub, and then I could go Stabs? Does that work? He would never bring Steel Zarude. It kind of makes no sense into Sneasler. Maybe he could. I mean, it wouldn't really make my life that difficult. Would Stabs work? Let's oh wait, I would want Terra Bug, Terra Blast, right? And then I would have to have my most damaging move into Goldengo. This is odd, but it could work. So like it would be Terra Bug, Terra Blast, Psychic, Calm Mind, Sub. Does that work? It could work. Or Psychic Noise, probably. Just to not let the Goldengo heal if it's low. I can kind of make it work. Because Sub would make me immune to the T-Wave, is the idea, from the Goldengo, so I would still be able to cover it. Might want to calc that later, so let's just open that. But yeah, let's say Iron Crown, Terra Bug, and we're going to be Booster Speed, and we're going to be Calm Mind, Sub, Terra Blast, Psychic Noise, this is a psychotic set, but you see how it could maybe work, right? Like it sets up a Calm Mind on the Lando, and then he wants to T-Wave it with the gold, so we click Terra Bug and Sub, and then we can chip it down with Psychic Noise. And then by that point, Sneasler is opened up a bit. That honestly like makes full functional sense to me. I think on both pastes, I'm going to put a Sneasler with a Choice Scarf. It seems to be the obvious like safety net for this team. I'm gonna put that on both teams. Sneasler, Choice Scarf, and we really don't want to give this away, so I'm probably not going to be switcheroo, but we could think about that. On this team, the Iron Crown was intended to be the gold check, right? And it was going to be Terra Dark for that, which makes some sense. Is there any other Terra I could be for that? Not really, right? I don't think I see another one that really makes sense other than Terra Dark. Let's just do it. Terra Dark. Assault Vest. You're gonna be Terra Blast, of course. You're gonna have Volt Switch. Are you gonna have Volt Switch? Probably, right? It's just that the Lando is annoying. And letting that in for free is not fun. But I am Assault Vest. But the thing is, he could have U-turn, and he can also just, like, chip me down, then I won't have a gold check. Though this does naturally outspeed gold, so maybe that's not the case. Oh, wait. Terra Dark is weird, because that does get rid of the Culver Berry for Sneasler, but it also just means I'm not as good of a check the first time. Is there another option I have? Like ground, but ground is not good versus the Zarude, and I just don't like that. I would like to have this at least do something versus Zarude. So maybe I'll just fucking deal with it. Okay. Well, we need some way of hitting the Roaring Moon. I mean, we're probably gonna have Tachyon, probably. Surely, right? Like, we're not just gonna go Psychic Move, Focus Blast. It's a little bit weird to fully decide the moves. I think having Tachyon on the set makes sense, just to like make sure the Rabambi can't actually deal with this. But Rabambi is like pretty garbage in this matchup for sub because of the Iron Crown, of course, but also because of Clear Body Pult. And because of the slow defog from Mandibuzz, which does, like, gold does beat Mandibuzz, but it wouldn't really want to just waste its Cobra like that if it thinks the Sneasler is gonna, like, be annoying. So the Rabambi isn't really an issue. I think Tachyon is so free into everything that's not gold that I have to bring it. So what takes there's nothing that takes this combo actually. So the Zarude is never fully safe. I should probably just carry I'm just wondering if I should bring Focus Blast for the base Terra Zarude and the Roaring Moon. And I actually think I should, because there's the potential of Terra Dark Zarude, right? So Focus Blast. This just wouldn't. Is it Volt Switch or is it Psychic Noise? So weird. Because, like, Psychic Noise would actually eliminate Conk from the equation almost entirely, because it makes Drain Punch not clickable. And that's pretty sick. And Volt Switch is, like, questionable how useful it would be because of Landorus, right? Tough call. I'm gonna say Psychic Noise for now. Oops. Yeah. So on this AV Crown, this would be the gold check. It would also help with Lando. We will still want our own Lando, but because the Lando is now free on this one, we can use it to check the Roaring Moon, which is good. And it will also help potentially with the Conk, but that's still a bit shady because of Ice Punch. I'm not really loving this route, to be honest. I'm not loving it as much as the other one. Because, like, this Lando is only helping with the Roaring Moon. Straight up. It does not help with anything else. It is FizzDef, so it doesn't really help with Lando or Gold. The Conk can Ice Punch it, so it's not really safe to stay in ever. It dies to Ice Beam Dio, unless I'm Yachi Berry, which I totally could be, but I'm expecting to get knocked off by Roaring Moon, right? And then Zarude can obviously bulk up past with any defensive type. Though this slow U-turn will be helpful. So I guess it's a little bit helpful for Zarude too. Maybe I'll want like some bulldoze shit just to like help get in something else. Like the crown, like this crown, maybe it's like just like Terra Steel. Or not Terra Steel, the Terra Fairy that we're scared of. Maybe we can bulldoze it down so that it's slower than Crown. And if it's Trailblaze, we're obviously controlling that. It's not so bad. We'll put in the paste. We would be Rocky Helmet. And we would be U-turn. Oops, U-turn Bulldoze. I don't think we really need a move to hit Orlando. We do want rocks on this, I think. Even though rocks aren't like super duper helpful versus sub. Because the crown is Terra Dark, maybe I still want that security for Rabombi. Rocks are also just generally a good value button. I also don't really need any other moves. So it's kind of no drawback to bring rocks here. Maybe I want both Bulldoze and EQ, and then I just run rocks last. Is there any value to like taunt? I don't think so. Maybe after a Bulldoze I can taunt something. I don't think I'll be bringing another source for rocks unless I bring the Diancie over Slowking. Which is, I guess, possible. But base Diancie is damn near useless. Almost. It does hit most things hard with like Meteor Beam, Earth Power, Moonblast. But it can get Iron Headed, it can get Power Whipped. It would beat the Dio, I guess. It would be a huge Terra Hog, and I kind of need the Crown to Terra. So I do think it's not great. Especially at setting rocks, like it doesn't really check things well enough to do that. So let's just do Stealth Rock, and we either do EQ or Taunt. Is there anything else to consider? I feel like no. Am I too weak to Flying Zarude that I would even consider a rock move here? Maybe. Flying Zarude's annoying, huh? That could totally take advantage of this. And then that would also... Oh, this says John Jr. Mock, that's funny. Sub. It's because I have like the stuff that I need to do laid out for myself. This is the bug one. Yeah, so far I don't have a check on either team to Flying Zarude. So that is raising question marks in my mind. And maybe I'll tell him to run that because it looks so unbelievably hard to counter. Like that almost makes me want to run like a Rindoberry Diancie, but I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe there's a universe where Sand Slash is considerable. I just don't think so. I think Flying Zarude just fucking destroys him and he can't do anything about it. For the most part. Like, what does he do? I'm not sure. Like, what set would he be? He could be Acro, but he could also be Terra Blast. It would probably be Bulk Up. If he could be Bulk Up Acro, he could carry Drain Punch. Maybe, but that doesn't really have any use outside of the Sand Slash. Right? So I don't think he would bring that. If he's Terra Flying, he needs Power Whip, right? So maybe Bulk Up, Power Whip, either Terra Blast Flying or Acro. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because I have Iron Crown. He needs to be able to cover that in base form because I could totally bring something else Terra. So it'd be like Swords Dance. Would be Swords Dance, Trailblaze, Clear Amulet with Terra Blast Flying knockoff. That loses to Mandibuzz. At least short term it does. Bulk Up Trailblaze? Still loses to Toxic Mandy. Well, that's weird. Maybe he's just 3-attack synth, honestly. It doesn't really do great versus Mandy, though. Maybe I'm worried too much about Terra Flying. Does he need Terra Blast at all? That's a good question. Like, kind of. He doesn't hit the Mandy, otherwise. But in that world, he can carry Taunt. And that would destroy every Mandy. Like, Bulk Up, Taunt, Stabs, Terra Flying. But... yeah, that's not perfect either. Bulk Up, Taunt, two attacks would just get shipped down, and it wouldn't do enough to Sneasler. You can get burned. His route doesn't have the easiest time, I guess. I've been worried about it. Maybe it would just be used as a check to, like, just a really fat Spit F guy. Interesting. So, like, the most obvious thing is a taunt set for the Mandibuzz. I know that, or it's a Terra Blast that hits Mandibuzz super effectively, or it's a Terra type that is immune to Toxic. And that way, Mandibuzz can't even break it. Which would be Steel or Poison. And both of those have issues, huge issues. And both of those I can bulldoze with Lando and then get in Crown with either Focus Blast or with Psychic Move. And he really wouldn't be able to get anywhere. Terra Dark would cover me. Yeah. So he needs either that, or he needs like Terra Electric, which would also bring that same issue with Lando, but a little bit less because Crown can't hit it that hard. But it still like wouldn't be good against the Rocky Helmet Lando. In that situation, I would want Taunt, right? This is the wrong Lando. It's this Lando. In this situation, I would want Taunt, because that would actually let me bulldoze it and then prevent the heal, and then now he's actually irritated. This would be a successful way to check Zarude. An Electric Zarude. As well as the Poison and the Steel one. That makes me want Taunt. I'm just wondering if I even care about flying then. I just don't know how he could fit everything. So that covers Electric, Poison, Steel. He could be Fairy, but that also has the same issue with Bulldoze into Crown with the Tachyon Cutter. But then I have to start wondering if it's better if Lando outspeeds Zarude after the Bulldoze or not. And the thing is, if I go no speed on this Lando, I can't really control it. So I think it's better if I just know that I outspeed after the Bulldoze and EV for that, so I can design my lines correctly. And that would just make the taunt work. But if I can't slow U-turn to my Crown, that does make Terra Fairy a little bit scarier. Unless I'm Terra'd already, I guess. Or I know he can't kill me. Yeah, no, it would always be scary versus Terra Fairy. Bars. Is there anything I could do? Terra Fairy seems like the scariest thing right now. Because there's no easy way Especially if I have to taunt him, then like there's really no easy way. Like I can run fucking Sludge Bomb from a weirdo. That I feel like is not as wise. Maybe it's something I could do. Very interesting. Yeah, Terra Fairy is an issue because these are the tools that beat it, and I can't actually get to them safely. So that honestly probably means that he should bring Terra Fairy because I don't see a way out. Now this like would eventually work, but I might lose my Lando doing it or my crown, and that would suck. That would really suck because this is also my gold check. Maybe I can carry an eject button or on Terra Fairy. That's so tough because that means that Mandy can't actually help me with slow pivot because I could just die to a Terra Blast. Damn. Yeah, he should definitely bring Terra Fairy. I think that's actually just objectively correct. Maybe I could bring Sludge Bomb over Stealth Rocket from a fucking freak, but I don't know if I should do that. Just because I fucking know that this thing is gonna be Terra Fairy. Like, there's no way there's a better Terra type, and I don't really need rocks, right? I'm gonna put Sludge Bomb. Honestly, this might be troll as shit, but like, what else can I do? Zarude's a monster. There's really nothing else I could do. I don't see anything else I could do, and this like kind of works. Maybe we go minus F nature on this guy. Fucking lax. What is it, lax or is it gentle? It's lax. Fucking lax Lando. Hell yeah. I mean, this kind of works, right? So we have the Zarude mostly handled. We do still need to cover that Terra Flying set with the Mandy. So we do need the Mandy, unfortunately. Which we kind of expected. It's gotta have Toxic, because in the event that he is not a Zarude that beats Mandy, we need to actually clear, like, make sure he can't beat the team. Yeah, probably gonna be a Spit F Mandy though, because I have other checks like planned for the physical guys, and we needed to be able to answer Deoxys and the Lando. So that makes sense. Maybe you want Whirlwind for sub Lando. Maybe. Or is there a better way of just U-turning and then getting something done? Because we do have access to Infiltrator Pult, but I think we want to have Clear Body so that we don't get fucked by Rabombi. Though, of course, I don't think Rabombi is very good. But it does beat Mandibuzz in the 1v1, so if it gets Sticky Webs up, I can't actually easily remove it. Okay. Maybe Spit F can just take 2 though. 2 Moon Blasts. Oh wow, this is cool. Whatever's going on right now. Can this load, please? I need to calc something. Oh my god, guys! Okay. My computer is so slow, bro. Slow, bro. Yeah. I never convincingly take 2, no matter what. So, can't really count on Infiltrator Pult, I think, unless I'm willing to run Boots. And I don't know if I'm going to be hitting hard enough if I do that. Maybe I will. Boots Infiltrator just for sub Lando. That just sounds troll, right? I'd rather carry Whirlwind. I can also deal with sub Lando. I don't think he'd bring sub Lando into Tachyon Crown, Darts, or Infiltrator Pult, Triple Axle Serena, and like Whirlwind Mandy. I do want to still have an answer to it, maybe, but I don't think it's coming. It's tough. Anyway, I'll get to Mandy later because Mandy's boring to build. The Sneasler. We want CC for sure. Throat Chop for sure. U-turn for sure. Do we want Poison Move? It's like meh. Hits the Rabombi and the Clefairy, which I don't think come. I think he just brings top 6, right? Like, I don't see a universe where he brings anything else. Conk is good. Lando is good. Gold is needed. The rest are kind of needed. I don't think Quillfish makes too much sense to bring because I'm always bringing my T-Spike immune and I can bully it with the crown. In theory. And I can defog away its shit. Yeah. I just think it's gonna be top 6. I don't think he really makes sense to bring much else. With that said, if I really don't think he's gonna bring the Quillfish, should I bring T-Spikes myself? There's a downside to that, and that is the Guts Conkelder that could come. But this would really help with the Moon and the Zarude, assuming he's not Terra Poison. Interesting. Well, Terra Poison is like the other potentially obvious one, right? But I don't care that much about it because I have this fucking Landorus. Wow. Do I bring T-Spikes? It's kind of just the Conk that's making me nervous. Because Conk is absolutely insanely scary. And I don't actually have a check to it on the entire roster. So maybe I just shouldn't. Especially because locking in would give something a free entry point, and then I'm fucked. And scarfing the sneeze, or tricking the scarf with Sneasler is pretty much not an option for me because the gold is immune to trick or switcheroo. I could run Shadow Claw over Throat Chop just to fuck with the Cobra. Is that baller? I'm kind of already popping the Cobra though with the crown. I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know if that's necessary. Maybe on the other one I will, where I'm not popping the Cobra. But I think it's super likely that I'm popping the Cobra on this. And being Throat Chop might actually help me in the long run. If I actually like catch the gold on the switch, then it just dies to a Terra Blast here. So I think I will bring Throat Chop, though I think the other team will carry Shadow Claw. CC Throat Chop U-turn. What is this? Maybe T-Spike is correct. Dude, I don't know. Is there anything that could help me? Taunt? Like what? Maybe Switcheroo's fine. Just to have like an option of annoying the Zarude. If I think it's gonna set up, right? Maybe that's just good. Maybe just having that option is good. T-Spike is weird, man. I don't know. My check is the crown to the Goldengo. So like if I think I'm like trying to think of a line where maybe I can avoid the conch being annoying. But I don't know. It's weird. This Lando will be able to check Roymoon because I'm going to go like max defense, but it's hard to rely on Lando to do both things between Zarude and Roymoon. Like, it's basically impossible to rely on that. Don't have access to Healing Wish or anything. So, like, in theory, T-Spikes would help with one of them, and Lando can have an easier time checking things, is the idea that I'm thinking about. I guess I am kind of just between Switcheroo and T-Spike. I think Switcheroo has a higher chance of going well in a dire situation, because I have the potential to trick it onto a boosting Zarude, or I can lock Lando into something I have an immunity for. Maybe. It would make Lando's life really miserable. I think I will go Switcheroo. But I need to remember that I can't actually click it if the gold is like alive and ready to check me. Because if I do, then I am just giving him a free turn. And especially if Crown isn't Terra'd yet, then I'm like super fucked. Is there a chance that the Sneasler on this team wants anything else? I think it's absolutely not a question that there's no other set that helps. But on this one, I'm going to go Shadow Claw. Not Shadow Ball, Shadow Claw. Because there's no benefit for me popping a Colbur. So it's just way better for me to avoid that. U-turn and Switcheroo. And this Lando is going to be Assault Vested for the gold. It's not really for the Zarude. Does that mean I still want Poldos, though? I don't think so. I don't think it really helps. The question is, can this team deal with a Fairy Zarude? I think the answer is kind of yes, because of the Crown is booster speed, right? It's just going to be a more offensive pace. So, like, the slow U-turn, no bulldoze into speed booster Crown for the faster. I don't have fucking takedown on this. Okay. So I guess we just remove Psychic Noise then, right? Yeah. That's correct, I think. Need to be able to hit Fairy Zarude because it's so good. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think, like, Conk is, like, can take a hit now, but I don't think that really matters. Is there a universe where we get rid of or get rid of Terra Blast for Psychic Noise? I don't love that. I kind of need to be able to kill the Roaring Moon. Otherwise, like, what's the point? I'll keep it like this. I'll keep it like this. Okay. Let's move on to this Pult. I don't have a Pult for either team right now. And it seems like I'm missing a little bit of progress making potential. I have good checks. I mean, on this team, the Crown can pull some shit out of its ass, but that's more so late game. So, like, in general, what's the best Pult to help us make progress? I think that's, like, the problem with both builds at the moment is progress is difficult. So we want this to take advantage of Goldengo for an entry point. So I think because we can't actually set up anything, we just go for like a spec set. I don't think there's much else to consider We go Draco. We go Shadow Ball. Yeah, I think this is absolutely correct. Because he also just doesn't have a great switch into Shadow Ball after Zarude is, well, I guess Roaring Moon. Would we go Life Orb ever? Just to be able to mix it up versus that? What is this team again? This is the helmet one. I think on this one specs makes sense, right? Because we have a guaranteed, like we have definitely really good tools for Roaring Moon. So specs makes sense on this, I think. Because even if we get it wrong, like we're fine. Choice specs. Draco Shadow Ball. We're gonna have a U-turn for sure. I just want to think of our last move right now. What is the last move on this? Goldengo simplifies things a little bit because I literally can't click a status move in front of it or I will fucking lose the game. If I get it wrong, he's like Cassib Berry or something. We can carry Fire Blast just to play around that Cassib, maybe. I don't know if that's good. I play around Terra Steel maybe on Zarude. So I guess Fire Blast could make sense. Or Flamethrower, whichever I decide. I think that's enough use to put it on the paste. I don't really see what else I can do. I could go like Dragon Pulse, I guess, just to have a dragon move that doesn't drop my stats, but this team can kind of handle a single free turn, I think. So I'm just going to put Fire Blast because I'm usually underwhelmed by Flamethrower damage on this guy. Yeah. And then on this paste, we literally can't afford to give Roaring Moon a free turn, so we're going to put Life Orb instead. Or, yeah, Life Orb instead. And we're going to put Sucker Punch on this one. We're going to put Darts. That's the wrong one. Put Shadow Ball. Put U-turn, I think. That makes sense, right? So, like, Fire Blast was just to kind of play around Cassib Berry. And we could argue that because we have Assault Vest Lando, we can play safer around that. Right? I think that's valid. What does this Lando need again? EQ, U-turn. Maybe we want Rock Tomb on this one. I don't know. Rock Tombing the Lando doesn't help me at all, actually. I'd rather just have a move to like hit it. Like Stone Edge maybe. Is gravity anything? I think no. Because that also just makes me vulnerable. Though I am Assault Vest. Is gravity anything? Wait, no, I'm fucking stupid. I could go Smackdown though. That's the idea. Not gravity, sorry. Smackdown. Because I'm Assault Vest. I'm not that stupid. Right? I could see some Smackdown action happening. I don't really see Stone Edge being like the thing I want to do. Let's do Smackdown. Because that's his only levitator, so EQ does start to become more free, especially if the Zarude Terras. He actually doesn't have a resist to Earthquake. So that actually does make a lot of sense to me. Not gonna lie. So what else do you want? EQ, U-turn, Smackdown. Do we still want that Bulldoze? It doesn't help, right? We have the booster speed crown, so it doesn't actually help. Everything here is so fucking fast. We don't need Bulldoze. I have 40 minutes for both teams. Okay, that's enough time, I think. I'm not gonna speed up or anything. This is gonna be long as shit. The thing that's been scratching my brain is Psychic for like a FizzDef conch, but that seems weird. I don't know. Conch is just fucking irritating always. I don't think that being able to hit a Poison's Root makes or a Fairy's Root makes my life easier here. I guess I'll just go Psychic. Right? Does that help me with anything other than FizzDef conch? I think no. But I don't see anything else that helps me here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe we just say fuck it, Psychic. Do I fling my Assault Vest? Yeah, let's do Psychic, I think. Maybe that's shit, but I'm hoping it's not. Is there value in Fly, dude? Wait. Is that actually real? Is there value in Fly? Cause like gold is the only. Fuck it, I'll go Fly, dude. Cause gold is the only resist, and I'm an Assault Vest Lander. It's like this is built for gold. I think that's fine, honestly. Okay. Alright, so we have our top 4 done, pretty much, we're not including EVs on both teams. So now I have to think, let's start with this one, with the FizzDef Lando and the Assault Vest Crown. What else do we need here? We have a check to Moon and Zarude, and Mandibuzz will support that. Assault Vest Hair Dark Crown will check a special Deoxys, not really a superpower one, though I guess pre-Terra we are pretty fucking safe. But we do intend to Terra. We do have the Scarf Sneasler for that too. Didn't we say that this was gonna be a more Spadef Mandy? Yeah, we did. So maybe we're fine against Dio. And the Spadef Mandy would also cover for Lando. It would help with Goldengo, which we also have a check for. It's really the conch and safely breaking it that could be annoying. Not that I have a fucking answer for that. Is there a universe where like a fast Diancie pulls up? I could do like Rock Polish, right? And threaten a KO and get that Rock Polish off maybe. After chipping down that gold, right? That does seem potentially viable, right? My max speed after, even if I'm timid though, is gonna be like 436, which probably won't be outspeeding the fucking Deoxys. Maybe it will if he goes like Giga Bulky. But Deoxys also can't kill me. Trick Room is super dubious. I am not doing that. Slowking doesn't beat Conch, man. I think I'd rather have that outspeed and threaten. So maybe I think I will just go with the Diancie here with a fast Rock Polish set. Moonblast, Earth Power. Do we want it to be Meteor Beam is the question. We could threaten something. I think Meteor Beam's good. I don't really need any other coverage, and having that power available could be actually kind of crucial for Zarude in certain spots. Is there something I can do that with Terra that helps with both Zarude and Gold? That's a tough one. Because water would resist Gold and make me still weak to Power Whip. Ground would help with Gold, still weak to Power Whip. Steel would keep me weak to Lando, but it still might be what I have to do. It also makes me weak to Mach Punch. Yikes, man. It's not really a great answer. Fire? Maybe fire. We just like bait that we have a fire move. Like Terra Blast Fire, but we don't. We definitely can't afford to like fit it. We have to go Rock Polish. Power Herb. So Terra Fire helps a bit. It also makes him not want to click Iron Head on Roaring Moon, which is good, but we're still weak to ground. And oh, he could want to have Iron Head. Anything else that helps us here? Anything at all? I don't know. Fucking bug again? No. Right? Right? Do we go bug again? Does that kind of work actually? Because we're expecting the gold to be chipped. Yo, bug straight up works. I might just do bug. It's either bug or fire, and I think bug just makes more sense. It resists Mach Punch. It gives me the ability to use Lando as fodder. I can take a Power Whip, and I'm still neutral to gold, and I think it'll get chipped. I think bug just makes sense. Fuck it, man. Yeah. Okay. Let's just finish up this Mandy. This Mandy is going to be Spadef-ish for the Lando and stuff. We do want U-turn, because otherwise this Mandy is doing fucking nothing, because Mandy sucks ass. We need Toxic. We have that. Do we just go Roost Foul Play and say fuck it? Probably right. But we won't be able to hit the conch, so we will probably just die to that. Is there a universe where we just say fuck a Roost and go like Citrus and then carry Flying Move and Foul Play? I think that's not fully out of the question, right? We want to be able to like not sack something for nothing versus the fucking conch every time. We do have this helmet physically defensive Lando at least, but he could totally cover with Ice Punch. And I am not going hard fucking Crown on that Ice Punch. And also this just can't really threaten it very much. I think we actually do need a Flying Move on this, as weird as it is. We could go Brave Bird. Probably does the most. Let's calc it. Because Mandibuzz has shit in both defenses, so maybe if Conch has like way less Spadef, then let's not do this. Let's go max speed just to say. Brave Bird, not Calm. We're gonna still Axe, whatever. And Foul, no. Hurricane, let's say. And then Air Slash. Let's see what our damage numbers are looking like. Hurricane does the most, but not like enough so that Brave Bird's not more worth it every time. So we definitely just go Brave Bird here. It just, the accuracy is not good enough. Brave Bird and Foul Play. And this looks weird as shit, but honestly I think Mandibuzz is so fucking ass being on the field ever versus anything that I don't care if it dies. I fucking hate Mandibuzz. I think this Pokemon's fucking dog shit. I might just go Citrus Berry or like Leftovers or something. Seriously, this Pokemon is so fucking bad. I got a text. Derp. Do I go leftovers, citrus, helmet? Not helmet. Leftovers, citrus, or like chill on for the facade? No, right? I think it's gonna be citrus. I think it's gonna be leftovers actually. Yeah, it'll be leftovers. Wait, am I disregarding hazards too much? Ooh, I kind of forgot about the fog. Mandy sucks, man. Holy shit, this Pokemon's garbage. Because I need all these moves. Oh, Jesus. Here's the thing. I think if the Dio is going to set rocks and like with the full acknowledgement that Mandy will come in, it's probably going to carry taunt, right? So I don't know if it fucking matters if I have defog. Like there's still a gold. I think I'm actually not going to care. But should I be boots then instead? Maybe. That's so boring, bro. Yeah, but I'm gonna be boots just to play it safe. I wanted to give this thing a little bit of like longevity in its item, but like it's just not worth it because I don't have access to Roost on this set. Okay, so this is one set of moves done. It all kind of makes sense to me. I've thought out every one, even the weird ones like Sludge Bomb and Lando. Let's do some EVs. So this needs to outspeed Rabombi, I guess, but I don't really see it coming. But if it does come, then it has really no reason not to run max speed because the bulk means fucking nothing on it, so I guess I do kind of have to respect it. I can go modest, and I do think modest is worth it. Oh, is it? Because then if I don't go max modest, then it's more worth it to go timid, right? Because the stat is higher on the speed. I think that I do want as much damage as I can with this guy. If I don't, then I might not be able to break through gold. Maybe. Let's calc. Let's say Landorus versus Dragapult. Draco Meteor, if I'm timid, can just KO. And I'm assuming that Shadow Ball, yes, Shadow Ball won't have a difference. And this Lando does kind of need to go max-ish speed for Crown because Crown can just go booster speed. And then he doesn't want to be slower than it after that. So he does kind of have to respect that. The only other thing that timid or modest could be helpful for is the Zarude, which genuinely could make a difference. Calm. So Draco, I think he's gonna go Terra Fairy, so let's say he's Fairy. Shadow Ball, sometimes, oh my god, with leftovers, it's not even ever a 3-hit KO. But with modest, well, if he's not leftovers, right? Basically, the idea is we can force a recover turn earlier. So what's more worth it? What's more worth it? Modest or timid? And the bulk that comes from timid. I think let's go timid. I think. I don't know if that extra turn versus the root is gonna amount to much, especially because the Zarude is like kind of covered here. Kind of emphasis on. Yeah, let's go timid. We're going to go max special attack. We're gonna creep the Rabombi, which I think it's 281. So we go 382 max HP. That bulk might help us, you know? You never know. Crown. We definitely want to outspeed the Goldengo, but I do think the Goldengo will go modest. So, right? Like, I don't think there's a reason for it to go timid unless it's Scarf and try and outspeed Dragapult, but in that case, I won't care because he's Scarf. And the extra damage from modest will be really helpful. We do want to make sure that we outspeed Zarude after the Bulldoze from Lando, but that won't change. We will always outspeed, no matter what. Even if we're this speed, we'll outspeed, I think. This is not timid, Jolly. -1. Yeah, we'll always outspeed it. So we just need the speed for modest gold. Goldengo, you hit 367. We'll hit 360 or 268 on the crown. Does it help us with anything else? No, but we do need to outspeed that. Just to keep it simple, I think we go max HP and the rest modest. Right? Maybe we'll hit a stat jump. Oh, that's so close to a stat jump. That's insane. Let's cheat a little bit. And boom, stat jump, and boom. Nice. That's probably fine. Sneasler needs to just be max, kinda, because we can't not outspeed Moon. That would be terrible. Is there an argument for the Moon will absolutely be adamant, therefore we should be adamant? I think that's stupid. I think it's a little stupid. I'll play it safe, man. I don't know. I'll play it safe, I think. Because if this doesn't outspeed a DD Moon, I am so unbelievably fucked. And like maybe there's an off chance he goes booster speed Moon and I need to respect it. I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to agree to adamant because the fucking speed gap goes from 120 to 98. But if I don't outspeed Moon, I am so fucked. This is my main countermeasure to Moon. Especially because Lando is trying to help with the Zarude. So, yeah. I think I'm just gonna go max on this guy. I know I can't really afford the speed to make sure I outspeed modest gold. Like, I will not have enough bulk that way. So, I'm not gonna bother, I think. There's a Rude. Maybe I want to attack for it. Let me see Roaring Moon first, because that's easier to calc first. Landorus. Tyrion. Nope, this is the wrong one. Fucking OU, bro. Jolly. And Earthquake. Oh, wait. I'm not Earthquake on this. I'm Bulldoze. Well, U-turn does half with no investment. What about Bulldoze, just in case? It does a third. And if he goes adamant, then he can't really run that much speed because he still needs outspeed Crown. So it would be this, and it'd be... This is kind of worst case scenario here. You can run a bit of attack, but U-turn still 2 KOs. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters, bro. For real. We don't have rocks on this team. Like, we don't really need to... Yeah, we don't need to bother with, like, crazy investment. Is there any reason to do something versus Rude? Like, let's say he's Terra Poison, but he's max HP. No, and this isn't close to any rolls. And... Yeah, I mean, it's not close to any rolls. If he's, like, offensive, then... Yeah, we, like, usually... I guess we could, like, maybe we can do this. I don't think that's really... It makes... It's, like, fine. It doesn't actually take that much away from this set. 32, fine. We do need to... Though, I just remembered, we do need to make sure that we outspeed... after... -1. Which is 226. We need to hit 227 on you. So... We will take out defense. 227. And that's a stat jump. You know what? I'm not even gonna fucking touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. That's a stat jump. Fuck it, right? Mandibuzz wants to go max Spadef. We can calc that Brave Bird again on the conch. Mandibuzz. Brave Bird. This is minus attack, which we will not be. Will be this. Yeah. Max HP. I don't think it matters. Max Spadef it is. Is there a way that he can outspeed Mandy? Max speed Adamant is 189. I hit 196. I don't see Jolly being a thing. I'm just gonna... You know what? If he wants to go Jolly, he earned it. Fuck it, right? If he wants to go Jolly, he earned it. What are we? Careful? Careful nature? Yeah. If he wants to go Jolly, he earned it. And then Diancie, we want to also outspeed this, so we go 190 speed. That will, after a rock polish, let me just see. Diancie. At +2, we are modest, let's say. We want to outspeed that Roaring Moon at +2, which this will outspeed that, so that's good. I don't care about Rabombi, I think, but maybe we just do this just to get it. Yeah, why not? 220. Modest and HP always for Diancie. This is a team. We wanted to be Terra Bug, yeah, and Terra Dark on this. So this is one. It seems like it can maybe deal with everything. I think it's a perfectly fair team to consider. Now the other one with the booster speed bug. This is the part where I like almost don't even want to finish this because I should probably finish this. Because this is just a whole different playstyle. But basically we want the Mandibuzz on this team to be more Fistef so that we can actually like switch into Zarude, and then slow pivot out, be able to go to Crown if we need to. Mandibuzz for sure, and with a Fizdef Mandy, I think we still care about Conk a whole lot. We might just bring the same DNC set. I think that's pretty fair. Like we need a Conk answer no matter what, right? So let's just, or like a way to kill Conk no matter what. So copy this. And yeah, like this set kind of fits on both playstyles here. Double bug is a little fucking weird. He's gonna be like, are you trolling me? I'm gonna be like, yep, I am. And you're gonna be boots again. I still absolutely need I think I just need the same set, but this time it's just FizzDef, right? I think so. Toxic. U-turn. Brave Bird. Foul play. And we're FizzDef this time. Whoa, what was my... Did I run... I didn't run speed. I said he could have it. If he ran fucking Jolly Conkelder. Yeah, I think this is fair. I'll run both by him, but I definitely thought more about the other team. We want... This is a kind of a mixed pult, but not really. We don't want to go minus attack because we have Sucker Punch for the Dio. So Modest might actually be better here on the Life Orb pult because it's not specs. It doesn't quite hit the same rolls as this pult. So let's just see. Versus the Lando again. Dragapult, and it's Shadow Ball, and we're Life Orb. What? Oh, dude, Draco. Oh wait, this is darts. Did I put darts on this? Oh, I did. I might just need to be Draco. I think the fact that I can actually kill Lando that way is good. I will kill the... I need Draco. I will kill the Lando this way, and I'll kill the Roaring Moon anyway. So yeah, we have this. We will have Draco Meteor. Okay, and then Modest, look, will get us a more likely kill on that. So that's pretty reasonable. I think Modest, we go max, we go boom. Boom. Minus. Minus Spadef. Right? I don't think we're going to be pivoting on much. Like, maybe there's a universe where we pivot in on Dio to try to sucker punch it in like a dire spot. I don't really think that's going to happen though. I think if we're not killing the thing, we're fucking out. He is mostly, no, he's kind of out. He's kind of averaged out between physical and special. I'm gonna say that because the Dio is a thing that's faster, let's not go minus Spadef. And let's do this. Boom. Lando, you need we don't quite need the same speed stat as before, but we do kind of want to outspeed Modest Gold this time, which, if I remember correctly, was 268. I will double check that. Nope, that doesn't help me double check it. I'm dumb as shit. Goldengo. Modest. Yeah, 268. Okay. Yep, so this, we're gonna go max HP. Rest and attack, because fuck it. Does that hit a stat jump? Not quite. It's like one above a stat jump, actually. Yeah. Calced for everything. We need booster speed crown, which means we're going timid. We're on max speed. We're gonna hit that 323. And rest in HP, I guess. Boom. Yeah. We could go a bit slower, I guess, but I kind of think this special attack is needed, so we kind of can't do that. Same Sneasler from before. We can't afford to underspeed Moon, so that's it. We are done. So, and we're kind of right on time. We're 9 minutes early. We've finished 2 teams for sub to mock against. Let's just make sure we have the abilities correct. We are going clear body on Pulse. Quirk Drive, Pressure. No, this is going to be Poison Touch. Big Pecs. Yeah, we don't really want Weak Armor, because if we ever get faster than Zero, that'd be bad, I think. Or Orlando, so yeah. And then Clear Body is the only ability on this guy, so we're all good. I remember the other team is all good on that too. Yep. So that was team building 2 mock teams for Subzero, and I will pause the recording, message someone back, and then I will get to the battles just to just to give some kind of output to this. Hello again. We're back and we have the game going. He actually did bring the Rabombi, which is super interesting. Okay. He brought Terra Water. That makes some sense. It's just general good defensive type into this. Oopsie. Sorry. He waited some time, so I'm a little bit unprepared now. But he didn't bring who? No Conk. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, I think Conk is really good, but that's perfectly fine. So I think we just lead with the crown every time. Be good into DL lead, be good into Rabombi lead. We have Clear Body in the Pult, thank God. We don't have Defog. We have Clear Body in this. I think we're kind of okay. Just the Moon becomes a little bit annoying because of what's it? Because of the webs taking Sneasler down a notch. Oh, we'll just lead crown. Okay, Zarude came out. Tough. Okay, well, we're just... Oh, shit. It's Terra Water. I might be fucked here. He might have just found the correct set. Straight up. Yeah. He might have... If he's clearing him, I'm fucked, by the way. We'll see if he even Terra's here. I could just... Yeah, because I could be Volt Switch. But I think I'm just going to go Lando. And be like, whatever. Deal with it. Knock off, yep. Do some chip. And he is surely going to Terra. I'll just bulldoze him. I think he's probably gonna win this. If he goes Lando, good on him. He did. Nice. Well done. I am going to go straight to maybe Crown. Because he probably either gonna rocks here. He could U-turn. I am Spit F Mandy. But I am also AV on this guy. I'll go Mandy. Rocks, nice. So he could think that I'm going to Defog. I do not have it. Gonna U-turn. Because he could also just go gold, and then me clicking defog would be useless. So I think this is just like correct play by me. I think he probably has the build to fuck me over. We go crown, and we're gonna Terra, and he's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I gotta leave. Oh my god, oh my god." That's what he's gonna say. He's saying that right now. Actually, I heard him. We could make a prediction and click Tachyon. I don't know if we want to do that. I think I will though. I'll just do it. Right? He's clearly scared of tearing, because I don't know why he didn't. I don't think he's gonna stay in. I'll just turn off. He could be Colbert, right? So we want to pop that. But he also probably wants to make sure I Terra. This was always the plan, though. I was never going to Terra with DNC. Even though Bug could do something, I don't think it's really correct. Alright, fair enough. Nice. 15. That is not very much. So he's like totally max HP or whatever. He's actually even bulkier than that. He's like Spit F invested. Okay. Very interesting. Well, he didn't Terra last time. Maybe I just say fuck it and click Focus Blast, right? Oh, now he Terras, you piece of shit. Okay, I'm probably losing this game now. Well done. Good play. I mean, it's a good thing that I lose. Okay, very nice. Very nice play. Yeah, U-turn's good. We just go Mandy from him. Okay, I actually didn't expect a U-turn Zarude, to be honest. So maybe he's choiced. In that case, I'm actually getting good chip, but I doubt it. I am Spit F on Mandy, but I don't really want him taking this hit. Oh, we actually don't have a great check to Rampombi now. If he specs, I could die. I could die. That's hilarious, actually. I'm just gonna U-turn though. Or there's no conk. Maybe I just Braybird this. And I say fuck you. Maybe that's stupid. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Hell yeah. He's not Sash. Okay. Rampombi is now dead. Goodbye. Well, that was probably the best it could have gone. Him not being Sash and clicking webs. Alright, here's Moon. Here's Demon Guy. And we don't see an item. Wow. I could just click Toxic. I could also click U-turn. And I can... Ooh, he's definitely... I could click Toxic here. Because shit, man. He could be Policy. I'm clicking Toxic. Okay, he's Stone Edge. Yeah. That's very fair. I don't think I could allow him. Had to drop Roost. Oh man. Yeah, no, I needed a conk answer. So do we know anything from that? He clicked Stone Edge. Nah, he could just, yeah. He could just be anything. So that sucks. We could go Pult here and click Draco. It's kind of free. Could also go Lando and click U-turn, but I don't really want my Lando getting extra chip. I can also go Sneasler and just U-turn also. But I think Pult gets me more, probably. Probably? Yeah. Yeah, let's just go Pult. Fuck it. We don't really care about the health on this guy. Draco, give me some damage. He can go gold. Yeah, good play. Boom. What do we know about the spread? What do we know about the spread? If we were at neutral, that is just max HP. This is defensive gold. Cool. Just gonna go crown. If he recovers, then fuck it. He probably doesn't want to give me this. Make it rain. Yeah, fair. Okay, now he can't take 2 Dracos from this range. So next time we click Draco to kill. We can't really switch into this anymore though, so it's gonna be a really offensive end game. Okay. So in that case, I can go Lando on this, and he's definitely forced out. Or we go pull and click either U-turn or Shadow Ball. I think Shadow Ball's fine. We just say fuck it. Definitely losing this. I think he's got it. Like, this matchup doesn't feel good for Jericho. And the other team will perform worse. Let's go Lando. So the only way I have of winning now is the Rock Polish Diancie. Ah, he's Amulet. Nice. Fair enough. Okay, I will just click U-turn. Then. Doink. Okay. Interesting. I probably lose. Yeah. I should have bulldozed, huh? I didn't think he'd DD, but I should have considered that. Does Lando even live something from this range? What is this calc saying? Oh, I'm knocked off, huh? Okay, so I should live something. Okay. Go Sneasler. And if he's the GOAT, he can click a dragon move. I don't think he has a dragon move. I think he's knock, right? I don't think he's dragon move. I'm gonna go Lando. Yeah, cool. What's the best thing to have out if we kill this? Is it Pult? Yes? Or is it Sneasler? I think it might be this, though. Nah, it's Pult, I think. I think it's Pult. He's always nervous versus Pult. I'm very nervous versus Dio, though. I think Dio's gonna win this. He already took out everything he had to. Unfortunate. I'll take that kill. I'll go Pult. He's gonna go Dio. I think he's got it. Probably gotta sack my Lando. Right? Or is there a universe where I sack Sneasler? Maybe, right? Because Sneasler's fucking dog. Yeah, we sack Sneasler for sure, right? Oh, he actually went to root. I think he overplayed that. Okay. That is perfectly fine. I don't know what he is, but I will take my damage on this, I think. I don't think... If he goes gold here, then I'm fucked, right? Oh, kind of 50-50 for him, huh? I'm gonna U-turn. Okay, nice play. You poisoned him. That's what I wanted, though. Okay, he's Lumberry. Okay. Well, we'll get this in Tim off. I don't think Lando's like all that useful. Just Sneasler's like worse. Yeah, fair enough. U-turn, knock. Is he Terrablast last? He might be. If he is, then I'm fucked. Like, no matter what. Can't do much about it. Does Terrablast kill me? It actually doesn't. That's cool. We'll bulldoze here. Yeah, we love that. Sweet. And I'll taunt. So I think he might synth. Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Don't have a pivot to this. Just gonna click U-turn. He can kill me. Yeah, he does have psychic. That's good. I'm glad he does. That's definitely the right thing to have. Does Spec Shadow Ball kill? Wow, Pult sucks, bro. Just kidding. We are gonna go Pult anyway, because Draco's also just a kill. Yeah, we have to Draco, sadly. But it will, two of them will kill gold, so we do kind of get stuff out of the way. Alright, Lando dead. I think he's got it though. I don't think there's any way I'm beating Dio. He'd have to throw. Yeah, there's the gold. Okay, we always go Sneasler here and try to... Yeah, we always go Sneasler. He's probably gonna recover. Oh, he Shadow Balls. Ooh, we love a crit. Good job, Sneasler. His third shot. No other play to be made. Ooh, shit. Okay, well, I want to keep doing this. Alright. Yeah. Rip. I mean, yeah. Okay, so I actually might win now. Might. Huge emphasis on might. I always go Dancy here. Do I always Meteor Beam? Yes, right? I think it's always Meteor Beam. Does this kill? That's unfortunate. I think that killed. It might not have. But if even so, I live a Terra Blast. Rip. I don't think that killed. Didn't kill. Was there a way that I could win that? I don't know. Does the Zarude die to Terra Blast? It doesn't even kill a Draco, bro. Dude, Zarude is so broken. Alright, good job, Sub. You have a good pace here. So I do have to just Moonblast him. Yep, he's got me. GG. I don't know if he would have been able to kill Dia without clicking Psycho Boost, but I don't think it matters. I think I always just die. Nice. All right, that was a good mock. I don't think my other team will do any better because it relies on Booster Crown. So, yeah, like I think he's just got this. Good job, Sub. I do have Lord Pult, so I'll have Sucker on this guy. So like maybe, but yeah. Good job, Sub. Oh shit, I'm accidentally recording our DMs. Anyway, good job, Sub. Maybe I'll even include the real game in this, but I don't think I'm gonna mock him with the other team because I think it'll actually do worse. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Oh wait, actually, you know what? He's doing this now. Fuck it, let's just record another one. Let's get another one in there. Yeah, different lead for this one. Not sure what. We remember last time you led Zarude. I don't have a good lead for it. Straight up, just don't have one. You do have a Fizz-Def Mandy though, so it will make it easier to deal with it. Might be a Lando lead this time. I think that would make sense. Definitely not the Crown. Is there... Do we lead Pult, maybe? I'm just trying to think of the best overall lead here. I think it's Pult. I will have to scout Scarf Moon if he were to lead it. I know he's going to lead Zarude, but, like, you know. Anyway, I'll lead Pult. I think it's just correct. Yeah. And we just click U-turn here. We already knew. Doink. We're life orb this time, and we go Mandy. This is our check this time. Knock off. Okay. And we can click Toxic into something. Yeah, we'll click Toxic. If he wants to go gold, then he can. It would be a good play. No, he goes Lando. Gotcha. Okay. And our check to this is now the Lando, so we go Lando. He clicks rocks. Yeah, now our Mandy's fucking, like, fucked. I could click so much. I could click SmackDown just because, like, that's the intended thing here, but I don't think he would ever stay. So I could click EQ, right? Like, I totally could. I think it'd be fucking stupid though. Maybe I just click U-turn. I'll click U-turn. Okay. That's fine. Yep. Oh, his helmet. Ooh, very cool. Okay, I'm super losing this one. I can go into one of my sweeper guys and be like, what up? Maybe since we see Rabombi, we go Crown sooner rather than later. I think that's correct. Calm Mind, always bug Calm Mind. Yeah. Okay, let's see how he responds to this. Calm Mind, he clicked U-turn. Yep. He could go Zarude and just fuck me, probably. I have no fucking answer to this guy. It never really is. I used to think that Zarude was like the tiniest bit overrated, and after playing against it like 3 times in the last 4 weeks, no, this thing is just fucked. This thing is just fucked, man. There's no actual thing you can do. Okay, this is the intended situation, so you just go sub. You click plot. Okay. We will come on again. Okay, I don't think we die to anything, actually. Oh, maybe. Anyway, we'll tack on. Doink. Doink. Good ship, good ship, good ship. Again. Doink. Give me a kill. Aw. Yep, nice. Well, the thing about this is, though, that the Sneasler check's out of the way now. So that was the intended idea. Pult is going to get low if we switch it on rocks too many times. Sneasler definitely doesn't kill with U-turn because Sneasler fucking blows. I could click Shadow Claw and just end his life real quick. Does that put me in a bad spot? Not really. It's fine. Yeah, it's just Sneasler and we click Shadow Claw. Fuck it. Goes Lando. Yeah, fair enough. Oh wow, he actually fucking lives. Dude, crazy. Well, the Lando, the gold's basically dead, so I can now just go Lando and not really care about him anymore. Yep. Goes for Bombi. I am AV, so something will have to die to this fly if I click it. Probably. Yeah, I'll click fly. Boom. But yeah, he's the web's absolutely shit on me, and that's why I went crown early. But yeah, he's got a good game plan here. I love it. Just sack the gold, bud. You're not gonna get the heal off. Actually, he might just sack Lando. I think that's actually a better play. He should be scared of the DNC a little bit. Just a little bit. That is definitely the biggest threat to his team at this point. Honestly, I actually kind of wrote off Diancie early on the builder, but I'm glad that we have him. It definitely compounds with Crown on the checks, so it could be a threat late game. But the thing is, it underspeeds Dio. So he is like perfectly fine. Yep. Sacks the Lando, good play. We do outspeed the gold, assuming he's not fucking timid, which I kind of know he's not. Alright, and he goes this, and I do kind of just have to sack bro. Unfortunately. Yeah, no real other play. Goodbye, and we will go. He's a life orb. Does that mean anything for Dia? No, right? Not really. Okay. Definitely does not want to lose his guy here. So what I could do is be a goober and click rock polish. And scare him a little bit. Yep. And I will take the opportunity to click Meteor Beam. I think that Pult could win if I get this out of the way. Yeah, good play. Okay, but he still can't kill my Dancy with it, so he will still lose his Zarude in this situation. Yeah, way too much damage. Way too much damage. Moonblast again. Yeah, he has to let me take this, which is very nice. Dancy is a huge threat to him, as we're now realizing. Something's gonna have to drop here, if the Zarude isn't him, but yeah, it is. And he's gonna go Dio here to pick me off. And Life Orb Sucker doesn't kill him. Christ, man. Yeah, we just sack this for sure. If we trade Pult to kill him with Life Orb Sucker Punch, and he kills himself with the Life Orb, does Sneasler win? No, not really. So this is tough. I might need to make sure that Pult lives through this. So I can go Mandy, I guess. And be like, ooh, maybe I live, maybe I live. I do not live. Actually, technically I could live, but I don't live. And we just click U-turn, and he might just kill me, but if he doesn't, then I gotta kill a Pult. He might actually have to respect. No, he doesn't. Okay, good. That's what he should do. And now Sucker could kill him, and that's what I have to go for. Yeah, it is. Yep. Sucker Pult. And we need to U-turn to break potential Sash and chip him into range here. And go Sneasler. So I know what his out is. And he knows what his out is. Yeah. I know what his out is. It's to go into Moon, and go into Rabombi, and then sack Rabombi. Nope. Okay. Well, GG. Lol. All right. Well, he knows what the threat is now. It's fucking DNC. That was a good one. But yeah, he has generally a good game plan. But yeah, this Pult was a problem. This DNC was a problem. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any more mocks on recording, but maybe I'll include the actual game that he plays in the video. We'll see. I'll ask him to link me. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. If I don't see you, if I do see you in a moment, then we'll see you for the game. Goodbye. Peace. Hello again. We are here with the live game in a moment once my shit loads. I think Showdown's like fucking up. What is going on? I think this is just a Showdown thing. Like I can't log in. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're here at the start of the game. We are looking from Sub side. He decided to stay with Terra Water. He was considering Terra Fairy, and I think he switched to a Scarf Roaring Moon, and I think he's Stun Spore or Bombi. He used to be U-Turn. Pretty much a very similar set. Lead Lando. He's lead Water Zarude, but he doesn't stay in Terra Blast. Interesting. Anyway, J. Ricky brought Terra Ground Crown, which is one of the ones that Sub was expecting, and accounted for with Terra Water, which is good. And the Slow King came instead of the Diancie, which is probably good for him, to be honest. He performed the worst in any mock versus me, and the Slow Kings never did anything. So hopefully this means that Sub's gonna get a win here. He did make the safer play turn 1 instead of clicking Terra Blast like I think he did in a mock, but that's perfectly fine. Maybe he didn't even. But yeah, no rocks turn 1 from the Lando, so that's probably a good thing. The Pult comes in. My Pult was either Specs or Life Orb special based. His Zarude isn't Terrid, so it is a bit hard to check this guy. You could go one of these two if you're really expecting the Draco. I think that not terroring turn 1 was probably not what you wanted to do, seeing as Pult is so threatening with the Draco, and if you get it wrong and he clicks Shadow Ball for some reason, then you probably lose him on. Tough. I mean, you can go Zarude too, but if he clicks U-turn, then that's an even bigger problem, right? So Pult definitely the most threatening thing. He clicks Shadow Ball and does nothing, so that's not even Specs Pult. That makes this thing way less threatening. How much is that? What? That did nothing. I don't know. I actually think I do have his paste. So I'm gonna open it out on my phone. That did nothing. Okay. So he's like, oh, and he goes Rabombi on the Draco. He's fucking goated. So yeah, that's definitely not a Specs Pult. He is pretty bulky Lando. He's max HP. He's like 240 HP on the Lando, so let's see. 240 versus this Pult, Shadow Ball, and he's not Life Orb. Let's say he's just like Heavy Duty Boots. Webs up, very nice. Now the crown is gonna have problems. So that Lando, that Pult is not max special attack at all. It's actually probably just like max HP. It might be like Screens or something. But usually Screens has U-turn, so we'll see. Anyway, gets Stone Edge on his Lando. That looks like it did a good chunk. More invested than mine. He could totally be Scarf here. And I don't think it's that big of a deal if the Lando gets chipped like this. Yeah, this is absolutely a Scarf Lando. And seeing as he's locked in, Plot looks super free, right? He could go into like AV Ground Crown, but that's risking a Shadow Ball. So yeah, he clicks Plot. Super nice. So Mandy's just gonna lose this 1v1 because Mandy sucks ass. Wow, wait, he didn't bring something else too, because I didn't. Wait, no, I did bring Mandy. Different mock. I'm thinking of other mocks. But yeah, Mandy is not a gold answer, so he is just going to take 1 billion damage, and now the moon is way opened up, and he's Scarf Moon. So overall, probably a good change from Sub, because now he actually can revenge the Pult without being vulnerable to Sucker Punch from the Pult. So this is going incredibly well for Sub right now. The Lando is chipped, but he has rocks up, he has webs up. The Mandy is at 11, and he knows that the Lando is probably Scarf, almost definitely Scarf. So actually absolutely Scarf, because he switched out on the gold after clicking Stone Edge. Yeah, so here's the Lando taking more rocks chip, and I mean, you can just save your gold. He's definitely going to click not Earthquake, because why would you? There's a Lando at 16. We're ready to get sacked, but you probably should still save this. He's probably gonna click Stone Edge. Actually, he probably has to click U-turn, right? Because if he clicks Stone Edge again, then yeah, the Lando dies, but then you claim one. Ooh. I guess if you somehow value the Lando more than Rabambi after the webs go up, then maybe, but I don't know. I guess. I guess, right? That's fine. Alright, Sneasler in. Gets affected by the webs. It is Mirror Herb. We thought it would be Scarf, but it's Mirror Herb, which I guess does cover the Trailblaze, so that's pretty fine. And then that is obviously Unburdened Sneasler, and it's trying to capitalize off the moon clicking DD, so that's kind of cool. Bulk up, Terra Blast. This thing's gonna be doing damage now. It's Unburdened boosted. Does this outspeed the Dio? Yeah, there's Acro. Okay, I think we probably could have stayed in. Alright, so we're gonna see a Throat Chop here. He is down 2 Mons, but the Mandy's pretty much dead. This is not necessarily a terrible spot. Yeah, he's Policy, Shadow Ball. Oh, this might be bad. Damn. The Zaru's still at full, so it's absolutely kind of fine, actually. Like, there's no actual answer to this Zarud still, so it's not like Dunzo, but... And he's still Lumberry for the Wisp Bolt, which it probably is, since it's Boots. Yeah. Lando in. Is going to click Quake. You don't actually have a switch in now, unfortunately. I guess that's probably why he saved the Lando, but then he just had to sack it anyway, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That was a cool Sneasler. Yeah, gold dies. All right, now it's just on the back of these 3, but this is already just demonic. Even taking this Earthquake, it'll probably take a little bit under half, or maybe just half. Okay, you're just sacking the Mandy. That's fair. Okay, I mean, what answer do you have to this Darude? You're gonna go Pult and Wisp into the Lumberry. You're gonna go your Terra Ground Crown and get Terra Blasted. I mean, he could be Policy on the Crown. That would be scary, like Policy Agility. But even then, with the webs up, the moon will outspeed. So, absolutely doable for Sub. Absolutely doable. I mean, there's just no answer to this Zarude. I think the scariest thing that J. Ricky can do right now is go Crown. I mean, he could also just get the Intim off with Lando first and then go Crown. That's probably the scariest thing he could do. One of those two, depending on how much he feels like he needs this Scarf Lando. Which, like, I don't know if he does, because the moon would outspeed him after a DD, even if it wasn't Scarf, and then the Dio is probably going to outspeed Scarf anyway. So yeah, he goes hard Crown. Okay. Yeah, Quark Drive special attack because the speed was lowered, so you don't really have information, unfortunately, on what spread this is, but you do prevent that. So this is scary. I do think he probably should have actually gone Lando first, because the Lando doesn't have that much use anymore. Terra Ground, Knockoff, Terra Blast. Oh, he eats it. Yeah, that's definitely a speed booster crown. Doing that little damage. Knockoff 65. Terra Blast is 80 and super effective. It might kill. Hard to say. Hard to say. Knockoff did 26, so it's a little bit bulky. Actually, it's probably a special attack booster crown. Yeah, it doesn't kill. Okay, but it's fine because you have synthesis. So you're actually totally fine. Just don't get, like, crit, please. And hope he doesn't have Volt Switch, I guess. That would suck. Okay, good. Alright, we're getting healthy. We're getting healthy. This is good. Very, very good. This was his answer. This was his first response to the Zarude, and it just lost the 1v1. Even with Sub getting the Terra prediction technically wrong. So, you get to just synthesis one more time. And I don't... At this point, I don't see how Sub loses this. Zarude is just too fucked up. Yeah, Terra Blast. And now you just go for your kill. Both players are going to do this, are going to make their moves quickly, I'm sure. With this being the most obvious turn ever. Of course. I don't know why, but I felt in my bones that this turn was going to get thought on for no reason. Bro. Thank you. Alright, so we're probably going to see the Lando come in. His best bet at winning is probably the Pult at this point, and praying the moon isn't Scarf. But it is. Or being a DD Pult, which, to be fair, assuming it lives the knockoff, could absolutely win this. Wait, no, he's fucking special. What am I thinking? Holy shit. Okay, I think Sub wins this. I don't think there's any universe where he loses at this point. I think Scarf Moon is way too good right now. It's done. Very nice. Yeah, Lando comes in. It doesn't even kill with Earthquake, so I guess, like, worst case scenario, you get crit, and then he can intim later, and then you don't win. But I don't know. I don't really see that happening. Maybe the scariest thing. What'd he click? What'd he click? What'd he click? Okay, knocked. Goodbye, Pult. Dragon Fang. So yeah, I guess the scariest thing now is Trick Room Slowking. So you have to think about that. Trick Room Slowking is the lose condition. You can probably sack the Dio straight up if you're trying to, like, really play around Slowking and keep your Zarude health intact. I think you sack Dio. Trick Room Slowking is the lose condition. Nice, very nice Sub. Sweet. You live. You probably outspeed too. Okay, just be careful about weakness policy. And you're fine. Hard Slowking. Interesting. See an Ice Beam here? Yeah. Okay. You can let yourself die. Just don't proc the policy. Do not proc the policy, please. That's the only way you lose. Okay, Thunder Wave. That's pretty fair. Okay, we have yet to see a move off this thing. That was probably good for J. Ricky, actually, that full para, because now you get an extra turn of Trick Room, in theory. But you do take a little bit more chip. Okay, he actually is, like, so set on not letting that activate. We don't actually see the Trick Room. I think you can just click Synthesis and you win the game. Nice. Oh, very nice. Okay. Yeah, you're not even scared of policy anymore. That's it. That's game. I think he might have been T-Wave, but he's Lumberry, so it doesn't actually matter. Yeah. Assault Vest. Okay, yeah, he had no fucking chance. Okay, sick. Let's go Sub. Let's go Sub. Let's go. Zarude on top, baby. Zarude on fucking top. That got scary for a little bit in the early game with that Sneasler, but with the Zarude at full HP, there was literally no way he would instantly lose because of it. Yeah, insane Zarude set. Very, very nice by Sub. Good game. All right, sick. Sub got to a win. Very, very nice. Honestly, I didn't help at all. his build remained completely intact. He just played it well. Even sacked the Dio to play around the Trick Room. He wasn't even Trick Room, but it was correct. So sick. GG's. Good job, Subzero, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.